What is going on, YouTube? So coming back today with my college football playoff predictions heading into week 3 of the 2016 college football season. So wild week 2 compared to what I thought it was going to be. The games that were supposed to be good, some of them were not, and some of the ones that were a little bit under the radar ended up being very good games. Cowboys did not do well at all. I'm assuming most of y'all saw that game though. Anyway, let's jump right into it. So start with the 4 outside. This is in order too. So number 4, Texas. It's hard to figure out what team's on top of the Big 12 right now. The Big 12 is not looking like it's doing so hot in the way of sending a team to the playoff. It's hard to tell at this point, but Oklahoma was supposed to be the team that was going to do it. They did not. If not, it was supposed to be TCU. They did not. If it was not, it was supposed to be Oklahoma State, and they are not looking so hot either. So Texas next team up. Tennessee, number 3. I was looking for them to respond in a big way in week 2, and that's exactly what they did. Not a great day through the air for Josh Dobbs. Just didn't get that much work. Only 91 yards, but I still think like 3 touchdowns. They had a good day on the ground. Defense played well. Took advantage of quite a few Virginia Tech miscues. But again, I still think they're going to be on the outside looking in. So number 2 got Stanford. Stanford's right on the bubble right now. We'll see what happens with them in the coming weeks. Ryan Burns actually looked pretty good in week 1. They have, like I said, one victory so far. Week 3, give us a better look at what Stanford's going to look like this year. Number 1 on the 4 outside, we got Michigan. Again, right on the cusp. There's a lot of teams at the top of the Big Ten fighting for a spot right now. I think there's 5 teams that literally all could take the Big Ten, and I wouldn't be surprised. So, like I said, Michigan just looking very, very good, but right now on the outside looking in also. So at number 4, we got Houston, and man, it's weird to say this, but they, even without Greg Ward, they still played well. It's a complete team at this point. He'll be coming back next week. They have a game against Louisville in a few weeks that I think really, really, really is important to their schedule, especially after Louisville plays Florida State this weekend. So number 3 got Ohio State, and man, they've looked good so far. Like I said, Ohio State and Michigan have both looked incredibly good. I think not having those expectations that they had weighing them down last year really, really helps. And like I said, JT Barrett's looked good. The entire team's looked good. Like it's not just on JT Barrett's shoulders like a lot of people thought it would be. And they're looking like a team that could definitely contend for the playoff. But again, big game this weekend against OU. So number 2, we got the Florida State Seminoles. Again, look good ever since the beginning of that Ole Miss game. Really since the second half of that Ole Miss game, they've looked like a championship caliber team. Looking better than Clemson so far. Clemson's not even in my 4 outside. Like I said, it's not looking too good for Clemson right now. They're looking maybe even worse than Louisville. We'll see what happens with Louisville and Florida State this weekend too. Like I said, big game for Florida State on the schedule. Definitely can't underestimate Lamar Jackson at quarterback. But number 1, obviously, we got Alabama. Looked good against Western Kentucky last weekend. Still should be the unanimous number 1 team in the country right now, at least in my opinion. I mean, there are other teams that have looked almost if not just as good as Alabama. Like I said, Ohio State, Michigan, Houston, Florida State have all looked very, very good as well. But anyway, that'll pretty much do it for this video. Pretty quick to the point this week for my college football playoff predictions. I will be coming back later today with my week 3 college football predictions, and got a pretty good week on tap. So anyway, that's pretty much it. See ya.